onto observations. One phrase that has stuck out with me this year, I haven't seen it on the website recently, but maybe I just missed it. But on the NAfME website, the term was stronger together. And I really do ascribe to that idea that in light of that, I've had the privilege of being able to present with some amazing colleagues earlier, with my boss earlier today, and so hopefully with this last hour, there's still going to be that last bit of energy, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to talk, then we're going to do a lot of stuff, and then we're going to talk. So, orphobations, by the way, if you Google it, there is a, this is the only thing you'll find. There's actually a SparkNotes version that I did not create. I do not know why there's a SparkNotes version. It makes no sense whatsoever. So don't click on that link. So when I say orth techniques, I'm referring to techniques that many of you already use in your classroom. Singing, speaking, moving, playing instruments. You'll see a lot of imitation during this lesson today. You'll see creative choice. And another model of NAfME, orchestrating success. Because if there's one thing that we all know how to do, no matter who comes into our room, whether or not they are a music educator, we know how to orchestrate success with our students. And so that's what this is really going to be about. So again, the session is going to focus on how to use orth techniques to model success in your classroom. The session will also focus on how to accomplish high scores on observations based on commonalities found in observation rubrics nationwide. So when I've studied those rubrics around the country, I've seen a number of commonalities. First of all, many of you may already know that the Danielson model, many of you I'm sure have heard of it, has been used in, or at least referenced by more than half the states around the country. We are going to be focusing particularly on the teach domain, or as the Danielson model calls it, the instruction domain. So in addition to that, when this session is over, feel free to contact me, because I would be happy to tailor this list of questions you see around the room to your needs. Whatever it is that you need, I'd be happy to tailor it to those specific objectives for your observation. In addition, I would like to thank Ellen Kojal. Ellen Kojal is a colleague of mine who wrote one of the pieces that we're going to do today called I Ain't Bent for Scale. So thank you, Ellen. So let's talk about this Danielson framework. Like I said, there are 4 domains here. There's planning, environment, professionalism, and instruction. We are going to be looking specifically at instruction when we look at that. So when we take a look at that, some of the buzzwords that I noticed as I was doing this research was communication of content, questioning, engaging, assessing, flexibility. And when I think of synonyms for communication, I tend to think of standards, objectives, and content. That is what we are essentially communicating to our students. So when I researched all the states that did not reference Danielson, I found a great deal of similarities. So I actually took all of this data from all of the states, and then I generated the whole thing into a Word file. This is what we got. Now, as a disclaimer, I removed from the Word file the word teacher and student. And the reason I did that is because those 2 words would literally take up that entire screen. And then all the others would be missed. So student and teacher are in there the entire time. But notice some of these words that you see here. Standards, understanding, content, engage, development. Same words are very similar ones to the ones we just talked about in terms of Danielson. So then what I did was I started to decode some of these words in the word file, and then attempted to break down the priorities of states into one word for each of the things. So for example, students will engage in higher order thinking skills. I condensed it into the word metacognition. So taking that, I then generated a new word cloud based on condensing some of these longer statements in the rubrics. And this is what we got. Any words that surprise anybody? Excellent. So basically, if you notice the size of the words, obviously the larger, the more they happen. So I believe that objective, standards, and content, three words up here, I believe that merges into the word communicating from the Danielson model. It's essential that we communicate those things to our students. And so also like Danielson, questioning sticks out in the cloud. So there's going to be a lot of questions. That's why I have a lot of these around the room. We need to keep on asking our students questions. So going with this, for the purpose of this presentation, like I said, I'm merging the word standards, content, and objective into the one word objective. If you get nothing else from this session today, and if somebody has to use the restroom or something happens, whatever the case is, please get this. Have one objective for your observation. Yes, we are teaching rhythm, we're teaching melody, we're teaching expression, we're teaching all sorts of different things to our students. But the word objective, having the one objective, because we have no idea who's going to come into our room. And if they are not a music educator, we want them to see all of this and have one takeaway that they take. We don't want them to see a huge piece in this wonderful production and then afterwards say, well, where was your objective? That just creates this great deal of frustration. So make the objective clear and make sure the students are stating the objective. They need to be the ones saying it and show success in the objective. One of my worst nightmares is this right here. Now, there's good news though. If a student says something like that, you can redirect. In fact, I actually was thinking about this the other day, and I came up with an answer to, if my observer was in the room and heard my student say this, I would say, well, 80 decibels really pretty much equals FF, but in the traditional sense, what does FF mean? And then I would call on the student who knows the answer, which is FF. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Give her a round of applause. So, that's how you can always turn something around. But you want to be modeling success in this classroom. So, as I said with respect to the handout with the handouts that were online, I believe, and all the ones that are around this board right now, I believe these questions can be tailored to any observation rubric to show evidence of a masterfully executed lesson. They include elements such as being, today we're learning about, that's objective driven. The next one, student initiated. How was shown today's objective? That's a summary. Why is learning important? That's about relevance. Why is this an example or not an example? That's all about exemplars and non-exemplars of mastery. I can continue to go down. Scaffolding, accountable talk, multiple approaches, real-life connections with the question of who can connect what we're learning to something outside of music class. A lot of rubrics want that now. And sequencing. Going to the next slide. Who can create an example? That's higher order thinking because you have the word create. That's the highest level of Bloom's taxonomy. Technology. Observation through accountable talk. Having students talk to each other. Higher order through predicting. Student self-assessment. Question of how can we make this better? What did you observe? That's, again, that's modeling and then monitoring. You're having the students then monitor. Formulating, flexibility, academic choice, accountability, evaluating. These are all those things that we are doing in our classroom. We're just needing to make sure we say those buzzwords so that the evaluator comes in and understands. Are there any questions? That's the student participation. That was that big word in the word cloud about the students asking questions. There being lots of questioning. Going on, you can talk about modeling a question. Higher order thinking through explaining. Higher order through compare and contrast. Attending to critical information. Circulating. Technology again. Quality feedback. Summarizing the objective. And to take it out the door. I don't know if you guys have heard that term many times in your own classroom. But just saying again, what was it that we learned today? Oh, right, we learned that. Exactly. So, do I always ask all of these questions around the room? No, I don't. But it does give me the best chance to remember to say those things. And often just saying these things is what makes the difference between a high observation score and a lower score. So now that you've seen the reasoning for these ideas, let's attempt to put this into action right now. I'm going to model a lesson that I would typically use in my own classroom, and let's see what it looks like using this approach. Before I move any further, are there any questions yet? All right, now I'm just going to, fair warning, I'm probably going to need everyone when we can in a minute to be able to get into the circle around here. So if you're in the second row, I would absolutely love it if you'd be able to come in and join with the circle. Everyone please clap your hands toward me. Now it's time to clap your hands now. 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to pat your lap now. 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to clap your hands now. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to sing, hello, boys and girls. Can you sing, hello, Mr. Potter?
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Right, your answer, right. So I give the call and you give the response. Excellent. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Excellent. And then I'm going to sing, how are you today? And you're going to answer with a longer phrase. Fine and very well. I hope you feel the same. Try that. Here you go.
Fine and very well. I hope you feel the
And it's
same.
interesting because I heard somebody sing so fa mi re do on fine and very well. It's actually so so mi mi do. So can you sing fine and very well?
Fine and very
But then
well.
the second time is so fa mi re do. I hope you feel the same.
I hope you feel the same.
Fantastic. So this time can you sing fine and very well? I hope you feel the same.
Fine and very well. I hope you feel the same.
And that's going to be in response to my question, how are you today? Let's take it from the very beginning. One more time. Let's play it. Perform this whole thing. Everyone please clap your hands for me. Now it's time to clap your hands. Now 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to catch your laugh. Now 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to clap your hands. Now 1, 2, 3. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, Mr. Potter.
Hola, boys and girls.
Hola, Mr. Potter.
Bonjour, boys and girls.
Bonjour, Mr. Potter.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well. I hope you feel the same.
I'm fine and very well. I hope you feel the same.
Fine and very well. I hope you feel the same.
Fantastic. You guys learned that thing so quickly. Very, very well done. So today, we are going to be talking about form. And so, can everyone be my echo? Form is the structure
It is the structure
of the piece.
of a piece.
Very good. So form is the thing that keeps everything put together. Can you even think of something outside of music that has form? What's that? A sandwich, exactly. If a sandwich didn't have form, what would the sandwich look like? It would look like salad. Oh, I love that. It would look like salad. Fantastic. Can anybody think of any other examples of form that we see outside of music? A house. And tell me more about that.
It has a foundation, it has walls, and it has a ceiling.
Absolutely. And so without that form, would it be able to stay together? It wouldn't. Can you give them both a round of applause? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to apply that same idea. What did I say we're learning about today?
Form.
We're going to apply it to a piece. It's a chant that goes like this. So let's just try this. And can I have everyone sing that with us? I ain't been to Frisco. I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend. And give me my echo, please. I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school.
I ain't been to Frisco. I ain't been to school.
But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool.
But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a
Well,
fool.
the movement good. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5.
Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5.
Boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10.
Boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10.
Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend.
Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend.
Say hello to your brand new friend.
Say hello to your brand new friend.
Excellent. This time I'm going to tell you the word fool. I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool.
I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool.
Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5. Boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10.
Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5. Boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10.
Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend.
Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend.
Fantastic. Let's see if we can put the entire piece together. Ready? 1, 2, ready? Here we go.
I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5. Boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend.
All right, so we've done the I do, we do. Let's do the you do, where you do it without my help. So let's try that. Ready? 1, and be very expressive. 1, 2, here you go. I ain't
Been to Frisco.
Excellent. So, can somebody remind me one more time, what was it that we're learning about today?
Form.
We're learning about form, absolutely. And there's a very special kind of form that we're learning about here, but can I just have a question for somebody? If I were to label this whole thing we just did with a section, like a section of letters, can anybody infer what letter I would give to this? What was it?
A.
Why?
Because nothing else went before it.
Absolutely, that's exactly right. Give her jazz. Give her jazz. All right. So what would be the logical thing to do then after this section? If we want to have another section, what could we do? Who can predict what we're going to do next? A B section. Excellent. Very, very well done. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to see everybody see if you can do this one for me. Together. Together. Together, and what did you just notice about what we just did? Oh, I heard a word over here. I heard a word over here. It was a pattern. Oh, well done. A plus. Absolutely right. It's pattern. Now let me ask you this question. Can anybody tell me if this is the beat? See if you can count how many beats are in the pattern or the pattern repeats. Beats. Clap. Together. Clap. Beats. Clap. Together. Clap. Beats. Clap. Together. Beats. Clap. Together. Show me with fingers how many there was in the pattern. And if you are showing me the number 8, give yourself a pat on the back. Very, very well done. Now, the reason I want to make sure we're in a circle at this time is what we're actually going to do when we do the together is our hands are going to actually go together to our neighbors. Now, I'm going to have to stretch here a little bit, so I'm going to try that. But let's see if we can all do that together, right? And again, if you guys want to do it right here, that's totally cool. If you want to come up here, you're welcome. Either way is fine. Ready? 1, 2. Ready? Here we go. Now, knees together. I ain't been to Frisco,
I ain't been to school, but when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend.
Hold on 1 second. If we just did a section before, what section was it when we did this? What was it?
B.
So if we did a section right before that, and we just did something after it, what's the form? A, the A form. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. So again, A, the A form. So form is the what again? The structure of a piece. Very good. Now you guys are obviously the advanced classes. You guys got this. That doesn't always happen with all of my students, but it worked out. That's great. So now what I'd like to see if you can do is you can do pattern. Like this. Clap. Right? Clap. Together. Right? Left. Together. Right? Left. Together. Right. Left. Together. Right. Left. Together. Right. Left. And it's okay if we got faster. We're trying to get it back up to our regular tempo. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. So now that you've got it up to tempo, what I'm going to try is, can I have you two face each other? Can I have you two face each other? You two face each other. 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 And you two face each other. Excellent. Let's see if you can try this now doing it with your partner doing the knees, clap, right, clap. Try that. Here you go. Knees, right, left, together. 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 Stop. Excellent. I want to see if you can take that entire thing. Now, I want you to decide with your partner. You have a moment to do this if you want to. You can decide between doing the original one. Now, if you do it with your partner, it's going to look like this. Knees, clap. together, clap, knees, clap. If you need to do that one, or you can choose to do the knees, clap, right, clap, left, clap, together, clap, knees, just like that. So it's up to you. Take 5 seconds right now with your partner to decide which one you're going to do. Go ahead. And everyone, please stop 310 for me. Excellent. Let's take it from the beginning. So we're going to actually start, in this form, we're going to start with what section? A. So when we do that, go ahead and just face the inside of the circle and get ready to turn to your neighbor when we get to what section? B. Excellent. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. I ain't
been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10.
jump up.
Jump back, walk around the bend, say hello to your brand new friend.
Here we go. Excellent. Now, let's see if we can add another layer to this. I want you to think about the B section that we just did. We had 2 choices. But now, with your partner, I'm going to give you about a minute to see if you can come up with your own pattern. Now, let me ask you a question. How many B's were in that pattern? 8. So it needs to be an 8 pattern, that's right. And so it's going to be 8 and 8 beats, and then 6 more times, and then back to the A section. So go ahead and take 1 minute to work out with your partner a pattern. Go ahead. I'm looking to see, I'm sorry, I got back into my mode. I have this bad habit of saying, I'm looking to see who has a bigger set. I've actually done it in my dreams, apparently, sometimes, where out loud I just say, I'm looking to see who has a bigger set. Please forgive me if I have to do that. Anyway, so, is there a group that would like to volunteer showing their B section? You guys got it? All right, so let's watch it. Ready? 1, 2, here you go. That is awesome. Give them a round of applause. Nice. Anybody else? Anybody else?
We will.
You got it? All right, ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and. Ah! Give them a round of applause. All right. First time, we're going to take it a little under tempo. All right, we're going to try it all together. So let's go ahead and try that. So ready? 1, 2. 1, B section. 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. All right. Is there any group that needs a little more time? Everyone's good. All right, let's take it. And can somebody tell me again what is the form of the piece we're going to do?
ABA.
ABA. So let's take it from the beginning. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school, but when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend, say hello to your friend.
Here we go. Back to A, go!
I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school, but when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend, say hello to your brand new friend.
Excellent, excellent. Very, very well done. Well done, yes. All right. Now we're going to try to add two more things. You've just shown me that you can use speech, that you can use body percussion. Now I want to give you and your partner the option of seeing, can you adapt what you just did with a pair of things? So for example, if it was, or if it was, so as you're thinking about that, I would like to have people go and get a pair of sticks. And I'll sing the melody for you as you're doing it. I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend. I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. But when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Say hello to your brand new friend. And obviously you guys are the super advanced class, which is why you got pretty much almost the entire thing after and whatnot. If we're going to do that, and eyes on me real quick, if I can have jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Try that. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend. Do it by yourself this time. Ready and go.
Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend.
Excellent, and that'd be the whole thing. So we'll still speak it for right now, but keep that in your memory banks. Let's try that first pattern that we had first learned at the beginning of the class. So remember, on together, try to put your neighbors on that. All right, so ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go. It's knees, together, knees, together, knees, together, knees, together, knees, together, knees, together, and click. Now face your partner and see if you can try that second pattern that we learned, which was the knees, click, right, click, left, click, together, click. Try that, up, click, left, click, together, again. Knees, click, right, click, left, click, together, click, right, click, left, click, together, click. Knees, click, right, click, left, click, together, click. Knees, right, click, left, click, together, stop. Good. Now, see with your partner if you can do the one that you created together. Take a minute to work on that. See how you can modify it for And that's always what my students do. I love it when they click. Hey, everyone, please click 3 times for me. Okay, So let's try it once, doing the part that you just created, one time through. And then we'll see if we can put the whole thing together, and I'm going to give you a bit of a choice in just a minute. All right, so we'll see if we can do that. Ready? 1, 2, just the 2. Together, B section, go. This time, you have a choice. You can choose between doing the knees together. You can do that one. You can choose to do the knees quick, right quick, left quick, together quick. Or you can do the one that you created with your partner. So take 10 seconds real quick, and then immediately at the count of 10, face back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's try that now. Whichever one you've decided. B section. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, 2 more things we've got to have. Because we said form is what? A. But some pieces can sometimes have things that happen even before A. Introduction. If I had my, one thing I forgot from Memphis, I forgot my stars. I always pass out my stars. Okay, so star, well done. All right, so yes, the introduction. So I'd like everyone to think about what we can do for an introduction. Or actually, just take 5 seconds to think of something right now. And I'm going to tell you, before you start, here's what the introduction is going to sound like. So just listen. It sounds like this. See if you can try something right now. Ready? 1, 2, here you go. Is there anybody who would like to share the one they just did? Just raise a stick if you'd like to share. Can you share with us? Ready? 1. Ready? 1, 2, here you go. Ooh. Let's try. Let's see if we can do that. All right. Could you play it first one more time? Let's just listen one more time. 1, 2, here you go. Okay. Does anybody else have another idea? I saw somebody who added a movement component. Could you show us what you did for the first half and second half, just to see what that looked like? Go ahead. 1, 2, here you go. Can we try something? Can we take what you just did with the ba 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 ba? Let's see if we can try that. Can we all put that together? 1, 2, here we go. Excellent, excellent. And you were exactly right. Going into Amen and Frisco. Well done. So if the introduction is the beginning, who can predict what the coda is? It's the ending. Very, very well done. Now let me play the coda for you and see if anybody has an idea with this. Just listen to it the first time. So let me take a look. Ready? Go. Okay, so it looks like I saw a lot of people do this. Correct? I saw a lot of people doing this, and then we had a bow. Let's try that, and then let's just have our sticks to the side like that as soon as we finish. Ready? Nice, nice. Okay, are we ready to put this whole thing together? Yes. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Starting with the introductions. Remember, it's da 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 da. Then the twirl here, twirl down here, and then the twirl up there. Right. All right, from the beginning. Here we go. Playing position. This one might be for our next program, so I'm looking to see who's standing next to the posture. All right, here we go. You know what? That was my fault. You guys came in perfectly, but that was my fault. I didn't give you guys a cue. And you guys just did it. I should have kept going. All right, let's do that one more time. Very, very well done. Now, what I'm going to ask real quick is, it is entirely up to you. Now, I forgot a couple things, so I have to make sure I attend to these things. So I do want to ask, who can remind me again what we're learning about today? And what form do we do in particular? A. Yes. Can somebody tell me? These are our colleagues in pre-K. Can somebody tell me does anybody notice a connection between what you see right there and what we've been talking about today? It might be hard to see. Yes.
I see a box of blocks.
Yeah.
I got a long line in the middle, and then there's a box of blocks. And it seems like that's an A, a B, and an A. It's two parts and one different in the middle.
I have seen this picture for years, and I literally never saw that before. That was absolutely amazing. Anybody else notice anything interesting?
Pattern first little
There's definitely a pattern of block. What's the pattern?
little rectangle, square, rectangle, square, A.
Very good, very good. This time, could you turn to your neighbor and describe how this connects with what we're learning right now? This picture. Let's turn to your neighbor. And you might not go, shh, 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 shh. Wonderful rhythmic pattern with 2 quarter notes and then 2 eighth notes and then a quarter. Wonderful. Can somebody, is there a pair that would like to share?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
We discussed how A is represented by a circle and B is represented by a square, and it's a pattern. So A, B, A, B.
Very well done. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Excellent, excellent. And then, very briefly, what do we notice again? Big little, we see the pattern that is like what? A, B, A, B. Very good. Or sequence. Very good. Great words that I'm hearing right now. Okay, so what I'd like to do, and this is going to be the last thing, and then we're going to get to talking a little bit. You guys are doing a lot today, so absolutely fantastic. But could you sing, just listen to it, because I think you guys already have it, so just listen to it once. I ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school, but when it's time to boogie, I can boogie like a fool. Boogie 1, boogie 2, boogie 3, 4, 5, boogie 6, boogie 7, boogie 8, 9, 10. Jump up, jump back, walk around the bend, say hello to your brand new friend. Let's see if you can do that. Ready? 1, 2, ready and go. The new thing, what did we do differently this time? How did we modify this piece just now? We added a melody, a pitch, absolutely, that's right, we're singing, exactly. So now, since we did it on the A section, who can predict what we're going to do on the B section? You're going to what?
Chant.
That's a good prediction. Can we do some chanting before? We're going to improvise on instruments. Okay, because if we've added pitch to the A section, what do you think we're going to do to the B section?
Add pitch.
Add pitch. Very good, very good. So, pause real quick. How is this the ORF process? It is. We spoke. We did body percussion. We then put in unpitched percussion. And we also did a bunch of movement as part of that. I should say that too. Now we're adding singing and we're adding pitched percussion. So we're using the whole ORF process the whole time. By the way, I was tempted to do more than one piece today. That would have been a huge mistake if I had done it. It would have been the same thing that my student teacher did in her very first observation. She spent 5 minutes on one song. So I asked her, why don't you try to take that same song and expand it out as much as possible? She did it for over 20 minutes and had a great observation with the next class that she did. Because you can take the same piece and just add another layer and another layer and another layer and another layer. And it's scaffolding. It's building on a solid foundation of knowledge, and that's where you're going to get the higher order thinking skills, all of those things. So that's why we're doing this. So, before we get to our piece, can we all read this together? Ready? And let's see if we can read it together, as in saying together. Ready? Go.
Radio performers, you all did a terrific job describing and modeling ABA form through speech and movement. Understanding form will be very important as we learn more and more pieces. I now encourage you to think about this as we analyze this video.
How can we describe what we're learning today again? Learning about form. And how does this video connect to our learning? How is it an ABA form?
Well, you have the vegetables and you have the ice cream and you have the
Absolutely, absolutely. Healthy, and then a little bit of a mix there. And then back to healthy again. And then why do we say form is important? Provide structure, framework, all of those words. Really well done. So now what I'd like to have is, can I have, I would love it if I could have some people come up to the bar and instruments. We're going to add a bar over here. And while we're doing this, can I have everyone do this? Can I have, here it is. C, 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 F, 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 C, 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 to G, 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 now F, 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 now C, 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 C. That's exactly right. Let me hear that one more time from all of our instruments. 1, 2, a 1, 2, ready, and C, 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 C. Again, C, stays on C, down to F, 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 now C, down to G, down to F, and C. Good. Now that's going to be the basis part. Let's add a new part. Can you say, and we're just, so we're going to say it's going to be E and G at the same time. I don't know how to say that quickly, so I'm just going to be l for right now, because otherwise I say egg, 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 I guess. All right, so you're going to do that 16 times. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16 on E and G at the same time. Big E and big G, by the way. 1, 2, here you go. 1, 7, 8, 9. Now 8 on F and G. G and E. Now G on F and G. on G and F, 8 on G and E, and then again 8 on G and F, 8 on G and E. Can we also add that C and put those two parts together? 1. So basses, you do that. Everyone else does the part we just learned. 1, 2, here we go. Basses, you're going to F now, F and G. The others. Now back to E and G, C for basses. Now back to F and G, go to G and basses. Now F. Back to C, E and G. Perfect. Last part. Can I have my glockenspiels? And actually, everyone try this for me. Can I have everyone go G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big, little, both. So it's on the big G, then little G. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bum, bum, 2, 3, 4, 5. But only on the bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bum, bum, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bum, bum. And on that one, play both G's. So it'll be both 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little, both 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. Can we add? So that's going to be the glockenspiels. Can you guys go back to the E and G, that then goes to the F and G, and then the E and G, and basses, you know your line. Let's put the whole thing together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Say it these instruments, because we're going to put the whole thing together here, okay? And on the A section, just sing. B section is when you play this part, okay? So let's have our 6 players so we can do our final performance. This one is going to be for the TV. At least that's what I tell my students, you know. All right. All right. Are we ready? Stick players, do we remember our introduction? Do we need to go over real quick? Exactly, good. And can we sing it? Ain't been to Frisco, I ain't been to school. Let's see if you remember that part. From the beginning, here we go. Final performance.